The Struggling Artist Record Club is a vinyl record subscription service where I hunt and curate the best punk and punk-adjacent music out there and mail their record to your door each and every month. Imagine finding your new favorite band from across the country without ever having to leave the house. It doesn't get much better than that. The excitement of discovering new music just got that much easier. As a member of the Struggling Artist Record Club, you are going to receive some of the best music you've ever heard from bands you may never even heard of. Whether you've been collecting records for years or just starting out, the Struggling Artist Record Club is designed specifically for you. And right now, all new members get a Struggling Artist Record Club exclusive along with the monthly selection. So head to StrugglingArtistRecordClub.com, pick a membership, and start building that collection today.
Hey, this is Rev from the Drowns, and if you still believe in rock and roll, then keep the dial set here at the Struggling Artist Podcast.
You're listening to the Struggling Artist Podcast.
People need to be entertained. They need the distraction.
With your host, Trev Allen.
I wish to God that somebody would do something to block out the voices in my head for 5 minutes.
Welcome to the Struggling Artist Turntable for October of 2025. With me, as always, Jeff Bousquet, and making his return to the internet, Chris Chavez.
My return to the internet.
Ooh, yeah.
Screw you, Spectrum.
Hello, everybody.
It's not brought to you.
The number you have dialed is not in service.
Exactly.
Hang up and try
The
again.
28.8 modem got upgraded to a 56K. We're styling now in Buffalo. Now only if your friggin' football team could win, you know?
Okay. One of two undefeated teams in the league, but that's fine.
Oh, you're always an undefeated team until you lose. Oh, guy. Welcome back, Chris. Hello, Jeff. What's been going on, fellas? How we been doing? I've been doing shitty. We'll get into that, though.
I'm doing great. I
yeah.
just got back from vacation, so I'm still feeling like I left the beach.
That's awesome. Well, you did just leave the beach.
Give it a few days, Chris.
Yeah, I'll tell you. I
get back on
unplugged.
social media for a few days.
That's the thing. I almost 100% completely unplugged for the week, so that's why I felt good, right?
You goddamn right you did. You almost, when you walked into that pole, you almost unplugged for good.
But the world we're in now, yeah, no thanks.
Did you walk into a pole?
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
I blasted into a pole, man. I went to Myrtle Beach. They have you ever been?
No, I've never been to Myrtle Beach, no.
Myrtle Beach has a boardwalk along the beach.
Beautiful. Goes right out into the ocean.
Big Ferris wheel, slingshots, fun stuff, arcade. On the other side of the boardwalk, on the street side, is just the same shops, but the street-facing view. And so my wife and I were walking that side and kind of just, and we're just kind of going at a pretty good clip walking, and I'm looking at all of these things as I'm walking by, looking at the arcade, looking at the comic book shop, seeing the Frog Brothers, and then boom, smack my fucking eye right into a metal pole. Dude, it was so hard it stunned me myself. I pulled back like, did I break my glasses? My wife goes, you're bleeding. And it was just like a river, bro. Long story short, it was like UFC style cut, split it wide open. I should have got stitches. I just put on some butterflies myself and then patched it up myself, left it like that for 2 days, and then took the patching off and let the salt water heal it.
No.
Hey, man, I gotta say that is very much a thing I would do and have done. I absolutely have walked into poles before.
Dude, did you say you were checking out the Frog Brothers like the Lost Boys?
There you go.
I've walked into doorways before. Like, I have no spatial awareness at all. It's terrible.
Yeah,
so
dude.
clumsy.
It was the worst. And the thing is, like, I was walking at a pretty good clip. Like, it was enough to stun me. I was like, the fuck? Like, it was crazy. Yeah.
I've done that.
Kind of worried about a concussion. Like, I was thinking about it as I was going to bed that night. I was like, I I think they say you're not supposed to go to sleep after banging your head. We'll see what happens. I woke up the next day. I was fine.
Yeah, like you're not supposed to go to sleep like right after banging your head. Like you would know. You'd probably.
I don't know. Didn't Liam Neeson's wife die like the next day or some shit?
Yeah, but she like hit a tree while skiing.
Typically, you throw up if you have a
guess you're
concussion.
true. Yeah, that's what they said too. And I was trying to think to myself, why do I feel confused?
Yeah.
Is it because I smoked weed or is it because I have a concussion?
Smash your head into a
I think we
pole,
found out why you walked into a pole.
Yeah, but other than that,
Cause
man,
and
it was a great time. It was relaxing. It was a nice getaway, and definitely recommended for anyone that needs to escape the world right now. Just unplug, even if for a full day, and just see how good it feels to not have to be bombarded, because this world's going to bombard you from every orifice. Ugh.
All right. Now that we're all bummed out.
Brought you on a roller coaster.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, we did. We laughed, we cried, and now we're just like, ugh. Well, like I said, it's October. It's October.
Yeah.
Of 2025. I don't know.
Love it.
Life just goes by so much faster every time of the year. Every time, every month, every day, it just goes by. Like it's like school vacation, just all the time now. And I'm getting older. We're all getting older. All right. I gotta. I'm getting all weird.
Got Trev depressed.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It all started with you when you hit in your head.
It's
dude.
October though. It's spooky month, man. Are you guys in the mood for it? Are you ready for Halloween stuff? Do you guys decorate? Do you do anything like that? You put anything up? No bats.
Dude, my life is a fucking horror show. I don't need to promote it, you know?
My season's done. I'm a summer guy. You know,
Same.
I'm not really a spooky season guy. I'm going to Fest during. Well, it's actually the weekend before Halloween, I guess. But you know, that's generally kind of what I do this time of year. I don't go every year, but I'm very fortunate to be going this year. It is It's the weekend before Halloween, technically. But that's kind of like where my mind's going to be at. It's
nice.
Like getting a little warm weather before.
Heck yeah, dude.
Or it gets real bad.
I tell you what,
Do you try to enjoy some beach time while you're out there?
No, because Gainesville is not near the beach, but
Oh, that's right. It's in Gainesville. I don't know why I thought they did it in Daytona. You're right.
Yeah, it's in Gainesville. Yeah,
that's right.
So
College
there's like
town.
a pool at the hotel, you know, but you know, just being at a fest with friends is the serotonin boost I generally need around that time of year. It's this time of year is arguably worse than the winter because this is the time of year when you know the winter is coming. So it's like you don't have anything to look forward to until you get to winter. And then at least once you're in winter, you have the spring to look forward to. But, you know, this time of year, it feels like you feel you're sliding down the hill, you know?
I don't know. For me, I try to find something in each of the seasons. Like I love summer. Obviously, you want to be out and do a lot of things. Fall, I love the colors of the leaves. I always loved Halloween. Like I'm always a spooky guy, right? Christmas, I love Christmas time, so like the holidays is cool too. Thanksgiving too. My wife and I usually have a really good time hanging out and doing our own thing, so that's become a special thing. You know what I mean? So, and then spring, obviously, you want to look forward to spring when you start seeing the birds and the robins showing up.
Dude, your positivity makes me want to puke sometimes, Chris.
Hey, listen, you know, I mean, in a way, I'm jealous of your positivity.
I know, me too.
I wish I could have a little bit of it, but yeah, I think I used to really like, you know, when you're a kid, you like Christmas for obvious reasons, but as an adult, it wears a little bit on me now. You know, it is what it is, but it's been warm as hell. It's been really nice.
I've been enjoying this and switching to a day shift.
Yesterday, swam in the ocean the day before.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
So I've been stoked, trying to soak it up as much as I can before we say goodbye to it. So.
What's the latest?
The ocean.
What's the latest? Yeah, you were saying that earlier today. Yeah,
because like I remember when I hit the ocean this last time, like last week, man, that saturation of salt. I was like, oh, I forgot what that tastes like and what your eyes feel like, and I love it, man. I miss it.
It makes you feel looser, like your body. You know what I mean? Like
you're not supposed to drink it though, Chris.
No. But sometimes that shit gets in your bro. I'm standing in there in the water, right? Waves crashing me, Atlantic Ocean. I have my glasses. I'm like trying to shake them off, and then again, not watching, I get blasted, dude. Glasses go flying. I'm on my ass. Water's in my mouth, up my nose. I was like, oh my God, I forgot what this was like.
I just loved that you led off with like I missed the ocean, man. I forgot what that tasted like.
Yeah. Well, that's true, dude.
You're not supposed to drink it, man.
What's the latest you've ever gone swimming, Jeff? Like in the ocean? Like in New England. In New England.
Like towards the end of October, probably.
Yeah. I went November 1st was the latest. And it was a very warm fall. The thing is, people don't realize like the water's the warmest in September.
Yeah. For about another month or so, it'll be super warm, and then it'll start to. It wasn't bad, but like I don't remember which year in particular, but over these past like 5 or 6 years, we've had some unseasonably warm days in the fall and stuff like that. So probably something like that towards the end of October.
Yeah, I do miss like living on the coast.
It's the best part about where I live right now is that I can walk down to the end of the street. And,
that's awesome!
Jump in the ocean. Yeah.
Oh, that's so awesome!
Yeah, it's pretty incredible.
Nice.
That's awesome. Yeah, man, I just been like, I'm really happy for tonight's like selection. I know we only did locals this time because scheduling kind of got screwed up, and we're gonna have a guest, but maybe we'll have them next month. But like,
I loved everything this month.
Me too. And the thing is this, like,
isn't it weird how it all had a feel like kind of a
it all kind of interconnected. Like we do that sometimes.
Because I just listened to both your guys' today.
Same.
Like, that was I didn't listen to it before I sent mine, so it was weird. I was like, whoa, it's weird when we're on the same level.
Yeah. The thing is, like, I was telling Chris earlier while we were doing Chopping It Up that like. I just haven't been like wanting to listen to music lately, and I don't know if it's just my mood or like a lot of things have been changed in my life. Like I got a new job, I switched a shift, I had to buy a new car. The speakers in my truck sound terrible, so like that's where I listen to a bulk of my music. So if I can't enjoy it there, like it's like what the fuck. So, but like and I just. Other than like guests coming on the podcast, I haven't really dug into anything new until now, and I'm really happy that I did. It's probably restored me with like wanting new music all the time again. So, and I didn't listen to this stuff until tonight, outside of my own pick, obviously. So,
yeah, I feel like lately I've not been in the mood to. It's not that I haven't been in the mood to listen to music, but I haven't. When I get into like funky moods. I just want to listen to stuff that's familiar.
Yeah.
So I listen to the same shit like over and over and over.
You want your comfort music. You want
to listen to new music. And
is it typically older, like stuff you listened to when you were younger, or more familiar in terms of like homies and their stuff? You know?
No, it's like stuff I listened to when I was younger, or it's just like 80s, like 80s rock or 80s pop, or it's like specific albums that I've listened to my whole life that are like Trev just said, your comfort music. But everything we brought, like all three of the picks this month were, I really liked your guys' two picks. Everything melded really well.
I'm excited. So, well, let's take our first break and we'll come back and we'll get into it. Like I said, this is going to be a shorter episode because we only brought locals this month. So we'll be right back.
What the fuck is up? It's your boy, Squally Green Thumb, and I am here to give you an update on my monthly charity EPs. That's right, every month in the year of our Lord 2025, I will be releasing a new EP in a different genre of music for a different charity. Every month. Almost. I missed one, but I'm not missing this one. But before we get to this month's record, let's talk about last month's record. My stoner doom metal EP, Dead Resin, for which we were raising money for the Palestinian Children's Relief Fund. It raised about $40 for them. This month, we will be raising money for the Greater Boston Food Bank. It's my favorite charity to give to in the month of October because it feels like trick-or-treating. It feels like I'm handing out candy. But I'm not handing out candy to kids who probably already have candy at home. I'm handing out food to those who need food, cannot get food. you know, cannot afford the fucking prices of everything right now, which is a lot more people than it was last year or the year before or any other year that I've raised money for the Greater Boston Food Bank. So please buy this record and let's get some people fed. Now, as far as the genre of this month's EP, I'm going to take you back to when I was 12 years old and a music shop opened up in my hometown, my small hometown of Melrose, Massachusetts. I will stop stumbling over my words eventually. Melrose, Massachusetts, who at one point had a skate shop, but they made skateboarding illegal, so that was useless. They opened a music shop, a used record store that also sold instruments, and you could also take fucking guitar lessons from the owner. I walked into that store, the first time ever, and staring me directly in the face on one of the used CD racks was White Zombie's La Sexorcisto, Devil Music Volume 1. It's the first album that I ever purchased that had a parental advisory sticker on it because my mom didn't have to take me to the store to buy it. I could walk after school. It was 2 blocks away from my fucking school. And I walked in there and I bought La Sexorcisto Devil Music Volume 1, and I listened to that thing until the fucking laser burnt a goddamn hole in the CD. Maybe not a hole, but there was definitely laser marks in that fucking CD for how much I goddamn listened to it. It was everything to me. It was my introduction to horror in music. Okay, it was my introduction to music with swearing, obviously. But especially just like the idea that songs could be scary. Now, it's not very scary. It's very groovy, groove metal album, which was the style at the time. Bands like Pantera and Machine Head and whatnot were doing this. But White Zombie came and they added the layer of old horror movies to it. They added horror movie fucking samples into it. Something that for decades and decades to come, horror-based bands, rappers, etc. would continue to do, but never do exactly as well as Mr. Rob Zombie does. And I have been a fan of White Zombie, Rob Zombie, pretty much everything he's ever done, except for 2 of his movies I don't like. And no, I'm not talking about the Halloween ones. I fucking love those. But there are 2 of his movies I don't like, but I love all of his albums. I love most of his movies, and the man is just a fucking genius to me. So this month, I'm releasing, haven't figured out the entire title yet. Hopefully I'll have it figured out on the day this airs, but Devil's Music Volume 2, my tribute record to Mr. Rob Zombie. And no, there's no cover songs, and no, I didn't write a song that sounds like fucking Dragula. This is me just doing my best to make something that sounds like a band that I have loved my entire life. Check it out, buy it, and help some people. Peace.
You can find all of Squally Green Thumb's music at weedaboo.bandcamp.com. That's right, weedaboo.bandcamp.com.
And we're back with our only picks for this month. Yeah, this is going to be like the longest short episode ever, I think. Like I said, we've had a ton of palaver since the beginning. I'm going to try to make as many hilarious and nostalgic clips as I can out of the video, and we'll go from there. Good thing
we like to talk.
Yeah. This is like our monthly hangout, man. I like this. So
it's therapy.
Yeah.
I like how each of our screens has a different shaded color, almost like we're Power Rangers or something. It's like blue, pink, orange, or purple, orange.
Ranger. Great.
Nothing wrong with the Purple Ranger, dude.
The
Purple's a
lavender
great
Ranger.
color. That's a great color, dude.
Oh man! All right, well let's get into our picks. Who wants to go first? We didn't
Let's
talk
go with
about
you
this
first, dude. Yours is a single. Let's go.
All right, we'll go with mine first. Okay. So out of Salem, Massachusetts, we have Spirit Hotel. The song Moon Eyes. This came out last October. Like I was saying earlier, I just wasn't like I just couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure it out. There was nothing I wanted to listen to. So whenever I'm in one of those moods, I reach out to the one person who can hook me up with something that's going to absolutely blow my mind. And that person was Aria Rad. and he had sent me a few choices, and some of those might show up later in the later months of this year. But for now, it's going to be this one from Spirit Hotel out of Salem, Massachusetts. I mean, it's like, it's funny because I wrote my notes as if this was the last one, but this is like a super moody tune with huge mood vibes. I had like my lights on just like my colored lights, and I had them on red. I was like,
that works.
Oh man. And I was just sitting here like I got complete 90s like rock alternative gothy grungy noise from my inner darkness out of this one. Like I wanted to put on The Crow and and just kind of like feel that mood. You know what I mean? Like that, just that dark gothy mood. I loved this one. And it was funny because I was talking to Aria about like this and another one that he had sent me that like they have this, there was this 90s grunge that was kind of like this gothiness too, right? It had like these kind of darker themes, less punk, and this song would have fit right in with all those bands at the time.
Influenced by kind of like Echo and the Bunnymen or New Order, that kind of gothy, dark. I know what you mean, because there's a lot, and they use a lot of the reverb, a lot of the echo in the vocals. I feel that, dude. Such a vibe, and it's funny because, like as I was saying, I listened to all of these things tonight, and so just the feel of what the music all kind of sounded like, I was like, this is strange that we're all kind of in this vibe, this mindset, right? This one I listened to right after listening to what I brought, and it fits perfectly. Like they could be on tour together, you know what I mean? I was like, this sounds so good, such a good kind of compliment to what I was listening to. But yeah, dude, I love it. I love the moodiness. I love the spookiness. I mean, it's October. This is the music that I would add to a spooky playlist. It sounds so good. Love it. It
looks like Spirit Hotel also has like a little EP from the year before. I'm gonna check that out next. I think like this was really good. And this is like total, like I said, total vibing music. Like if I want to just sit down and just kind of listen to something and get out of my own headspace or something, you know what I mean? Like this is what that is.
Right.
I noticed that this was released almost a year ago, October 18th of 2024. I hope that this project is still going and that this artist is still like around and making music. Leela May Hawk. I loved this. I think everything you guys just said applies perfectly. It's perfectly apropos for October. They have alternative, dark wave, gloom, goth, indie, psych, shoegaze, Salem even as a tag on their Bandcamp page. I think it sounds very much like it sounds so Salem, right?
Yeah.
It sounds like spacey, witchy, spooky, dark rock, and I got big Crone Visions vibes from this who we've had on the show.
I get that.
Which sadly is not an active project anymore, but Crone Visions I really love. This is less stoner metal than Crone Visions. Crone Visions is a little heavier, on the leaning more towards the metal side of things, and this was a bit more towards the spacey, like kind of like dark psych goth kind of thing. But I find this music perfect for dissociative moods. It's dissociation music for me. So like you were saying, you know, putting on the red lights and just like it helps me kind of just like separate from the reality, the moment that I'm in. And I felt that. I feel very much the same way. I put on Crone Visions when I want to relieving my anxiety, and it works. It like calms me down. It's like relaxing, and that's what I found when I listened to this, and I really loved it. So I hope they put out some more stuff because
I've got good news for you. They're still together. They just played on the 25th at Deep Cuts in Medford. And their next show is in November, so keep your eyes peeled.
Gotta get on the Instagram.
The Spirit Hotel on Instagram, the.spirit.hotel.
Dude, you're like our like go-to. Like,
he's a professional.
Yeah.
I wanted to see because he's like, I hope they're still around. And that's one of the things I hate is when we find somebody and we're late to the party. You know what I mean? And so it's like, I got to see if they're still around because, yes, this is great stuff.
And I love... I did want to say I noticed that there was another Spirit Hotel on Bandcamp, so you have to make sure that this is the correct one from Salem, Massachusetts, which is probably why their Instagram is the Spirit Hotel.
Yeah.
But yeah, check them out.
Cool.
We got to do mine, right? So my local, my only pick this month. So last week I went to see Time and Place play at Deep Cuts. It was I don't even remember what the date was. I think it
wasn't the 25th because that other band.
It was Saturday. It was on the 20th. I was just looking at the
okay.
And Time and Place played a show with this artist Evan Greer for I think it was officially their CD release or their album release. Party show. Evan Greer, she is from Boston. She's from here. From what I gathered at the show, she had previously, up until very recently, performed solo most of the time, kind of a folk punk act. But then released this record with full band and is now performing with full band. Megan from Time and Place is also playing in this band with Evan Greer. They had a little video they released performing on WGBH, and I heard this song and I was like, this is really, really good. It's like mellow, kind of mellow protest punk that has big like sort of like emo, but almost like it's emo almost in a nostalgic way to me. I don't know, something about her voice, the way that she's doing it is kind of just, I don't know. It just felt like it was reminiscent of stuff from the mid 2000s. And there are a few songs on here that'll get a little heavy and like lean a little punk, but then it'll kind of come back to this sort of like mellow groove. And, unsurprisingly, the title of the record is AMAB/ACAB. It is protest punk lyrically all the way. It's also heady, right? It fit right in this month with my general collective mood. And my favorite track off this was the track Spray Paint, which if you listen to this track, I don't want to trigger anybody out there, listening, but it's heavy. It revolves around the chorus lyric, what if we were born at the end? And it basically recounts the summary of a millennial experience. So the lyric that she leads off with is like, we were all in school watching the towers fall. We had all just turned 16 and I was 13 when 9/11 happened. So I'm just like, wow. 3 years behind, but can relate to this in every way. Yeah. And then she kind of goes on to recount, the millennial experience, right? Like the millennial experience in capitalism, the millennial experience of relating to our elders, relating to the world around us, trying to survive, trying to make money, trying to, that song really struck me. Spray Paint was my favorite track off the record. And then sort of this idea of like what if we were born at the end? Like, what if it's gonna fall and we're watching it fall? There's also a really great track on here. I think it's called "Pink Washing" is the one. Which is basically kind of like, don't use queer people as a means to justify fucking wars and genocides in other countries. Right. It's a brilliant record. This is a brilliant record, and their stage performance was fantastic. They actually absolutely knocked it out of the park. It was emotional. They got down on the floor for part of it and sang a couple tunes that was about, a friend of theirs that had passed away, and they had my attention the entire time. So this came along perfectly at a great time for us to do our picks for this month. So that was a long ramble, but it was the perfect, record to pick. I'm really glad I discovered this artist. I had not previously ever heard of them. I don't believe I had. And if I had, it had been solo stuff in the past, I guess. So very, very excited to get introduced to Evan Greer.
When you said like the performance it kept your attention, that this whole album did that for me. I don't want to call this like a singles collection or anything like that, but like it's all over the map in the best way possible. And I really, every song could be like, this banger single. Like it was hard for me to pick like my favorite track. Letters to Nora was really, really good. And it was the last track. So that probably had the most, because like it was like the ending track, and it was like this, the sad song, and it had a lot of sounds going on at the same time with it. And like, I don't know, like I just kept getting every song hit. Like there was like, it was like, the sad songs, sweet songs, hopeful songs, strange songs, despairing, like all this stuff was, all these emotions were hitting me throughout this entire 12-track album. Probably one of the biggest words that came to mind was unique. And another big one was community. And if you look at this album has like 15, 16 people on it, like attributed to it. You know what I mean? So yeah. This was awesome. Without a doubt, like we had said at the beginning of the episode, like I didn't get a chance to listen to everyone's picks till tonight before we went on. So this one's going to get played again. I may try to pick up the vinyl for this one if it's not sold out by the time I get paid, Yeah, I don't know. I was a big fan of it, and like it's weird. It's not weird. It's like timing, I guess, is like what you were saying, because like I must have seen something about them playing with Time and Place, because like all of a sudden like Facebook suggested them to me, and like all these other things. So when I saw it, I was like, oh, okay. I've been meaning to see who this was. Let's give it a listen. And I really did enjoy it. And like I said, what more can you ask for from a piece of art than to hit almost every emotion there is,
They played, they had posted a video of them playing $5 for the first track on the record on a TV segment on WGBH. And I just heard this lyric. The song is about local shows, DIY shows, and the community that exists there. And this lyric of, we were making magic in the cracks between the cops and the landlords. And it was just like, I was like, God damn, like seriously. Who I'm so excited to see this artist. And then I was blown away. So
nice.
I'm going to have my, my eye out for the next show.
Yeah, I echo both your guys' sentiments. This album was one that when it was done, I hit play again to start it over and listen to it in its entirety a second time through. I get where you're coming from, Trev, when you say about singles and how, like, to you it feels all over the place, because the first couple of songs you feel like you've got an idea of what's happening with this album, and then you get into a song like Pink Washing where the music sounds a little bit quirkier, if that makes sense. Not quirky, but it had that kind of, it's different than the first few songs, right? And then the rest of the album started to show you the range and the dynamics that this, as a whole band, this album was bringing you. I loved it. I love what you said too, Jeff, where you said that there's this kind of like nostalgic feel, this grunginess feel. To me, it kind of feels like, and not exactly, but almost a Weezer-esque kind of an album where there's a grunginess to it. There's also these, they're not afraid to kind of experiment and do different things with what they're doing musically as well. Not even lyrically, just musically speaking, right?
Yeah.
And so listening to it and hearing like the kind of adventurous little things they do here and there, I loved it musically. And then going back and I mean, obviously, when you see the name of the album and you see the name of some of the titles of these songs, Protect Trans Kids, what the fuck is wrong with you, right? Like, you know that this has a message too. This isn't just about having good music.
Right.
Like, listen to what the fuck is being said.
Yeah.
And that's why when I hit play a second time around, it was, I just finished enjoying the musical ride of this. Now let me pay attention to what's being said. Even though I heard it throughout as I listened the first time, this time I went back to really pay attention and hear what was being said. And yeah, man, this is one of those albums that feels like it's needed. It's like absolutely needed for right now. You know what I mean? And a lot 100%. More people need to hear it.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved it, man. I'm with you, Trev. I think I'm going to pick up the vinyl. I absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's, you know, it's funny too. Like, and this goes to every pick that we had this month. Like, the word strange, like every one of these is strange in the most beautiful way possible. You know what I mean? And like, yeah. Cause like, especially with the first few tracks, like I was like, where is this going? You know? And then once it settles in, I'm like, okay, I get it. Like this is like, you know, this is just a collection of and there's a vibe to it all, but like, it's cool to hear that it can go all over the map and do all the different things that it does.
Yeah, I think the biggest words for me for this, like I said, were nostalgia and brave. This is a brave record.
Yeah,
yes.
And I think,
especially in this atmosphere, man.
Yeah, and I think it's really awesome. It's really inspiring. You know, I like we chatted earlier about the comp that we did, and like just being in a headspace lately where I'm writing songs that are much more blatant and angry and like not afraid to be angry and humorous in some of it, but mean and just like cathartic in a way. And I look at a record like this and I'm like, this is fucking brave. It's a brave record. And it's
inspiring, right?
Inspiring record. Yeah. And it's a gut wrenching record on so many levels.
Yeah.
I say this all the time when we have artists on. Evan, if you do listen to this, please put the lyrics on the Bandcamp page for the tracks. We love, I just, you know, I want to buy the vinyl, and I'm sure that there's a line, you know, a page in there with liner notes with the lyrics, but like the lyrics to these songs are so fucking brilliant. So like, if you
even though you hear it, you want to read it. Like you want to have the pleasure of reading it.
If you could put them on the Bandcamp, we would love it because we get to read along, and I always want artists to put their lyrics all the time. That's just a 90s kid opening cassette tapes with like the fold down lyrics on them and loving sitting there and getting to read them. So
the accordion J card.
The accordion J card, jagged little pill, man. That was in that typewriter font, you know. Yeah, I love this. This was just a great A all around.
Yeah, awesome. All right, yeah, okay. For me, I brought a band that. This was the very first local band I ever heard when I moved to Buffalo. When I first moved to Buffalo, I got a job working for Geico. And at Geico, I met this dude, Dustin, who played bass, and this other guy that played guitar. And we set up some time to go and jam up in Dustin's attic. And they were telling me about this band that they were starting, or that they were in, that they had just started, called The Nye. And I said, oh, The Nye, that's a pretty cool name. And I went and saw them play live a few times. Then I left Geico, fell out of touch with Dustin, hadn't seen him in a long-ass time. And then a few years ago, I saw him randomly at a softball game because a friend was playing in the softball game, and Geico people were there, and he was there still working at Geico. And I was like, hey, dude, you still doing the band thing? And he said, yeah, I'm still doing The Nye. I was like, cool, I'm going to have to check it out and see what you guys have been doing. That was a few years ago, and then getting into local music again, going through and seeing who's out and what's happening. I see the Nye's still active. And so I've been listening to them still and kind of following along. And they just released a brand new 4-song EP. For me, this EP is just in time for the holiday season, my spooky season. The album or the EP is called Bloodlust. And right away, the cover of it is just those plastic vampire teeth. You know what I mean? And also right away, as soon as you hit play, the music and these 4 songs all to me just have this really kind of spooky, doomy kind of vibe, right? This kind of gothy, like prog rock kind of alternative vibe. And I love it, right? This song, the vocals have this kind of smooth sound in the verse delivery, and when it's time to hit the chorus, it gets kind of louder and a little bit more maniacal. It kind of reminds me of the dynamics of Meatwave, that kind of like driving rhythmic thing, and then it gets loud and it explodes in your ears. Songs Madness, Psycho Sycophant, Doom Mood, Lost Soul, these all just sound like they're chapters in a horror novel. You know what I mean? It's and listening to it, this is like listening to this on a night drive on a lonely highway. This is what you listen to, and you hope to God vampires aren't real while you're listening to it. I absolutely love it, man. I've been listening to this since they released it, and I'm looking forward to catching them live because I'd love to hear these live.
Nice, dude. I like that. I think you just quoted what's his name there? What's that? Bob
Eubanks?
No, I don't know. I'm out of it right now. Bob Seger. Didn't you just quote Bob Seger?
Bob Seger on the road again.
No, something about
long and lonesome highway.
Yeah. Dude, so again, this is weird that I say this, right? But like I wrote soothing and strange. That's how I started this. It's got an enormous sound without losing the simplicity of great music. Which means like it's I don't know how, like it's got such an awesome, huge sound,
cavernous, right?
Yeah, and like, but like if you listen to it, like they're not doing like whatever they're doing. It's not like they're they don't have 35 guitars and like you know what I mean. They don't need that to get the vibe that they're going for. Again, I had the red lights on. I was like I wasn't like napping or anything, but I was, just trying to rest up before this episode. It was a wonderful, I wrote, this is a wonderful break for my ears. Cause I don't know. I just, like I said, I haven't been wanting to listen to anything lately. And all 3 picks today were ones that I'm like, man, this is like, I need more of this, and they're all like, they all have like they all have similarities, but they're all different in their own sense too. And I just really, really enjoyed it. Yeah, I liked the Nye. I'm going to check out more of their stuff. They seem to have a few things on here, right?
Mm-hmm. They've got a couple of
Yeah, so I want to check them out a little bit more. But yeah, it definitely...
Their sound definitely evolves from their earlier stuff to now.
Sure. It definitely also had, like you were saying, like that spooky, gothy kind of just like alternative sound, like, yeah, I was into it, man.
It's like spooky shoegaze.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's shoegaze, but then there's that spooky shoegaze. This is what got that spooky feel to
it's
it. This EP
spoogaze.
Spoogazi.
Spoogazi.
Yeah. This was right off the bat for me, the first track, Madness. This was horror movie soundtrack with the strings in there, with the like violin strings parts in there, and I was
snapping.
Yeah, it was like I was like, oh, this is like this is every A24 horror film trailer, right? And it carried with that energy though. It had cinematic energy. You guys both said like really large, big, the whole time. Doom Mood. I love that. I love that title. Doom Mood. Third track on this.
Doom Mood. Yeah.
But it fell to me in the same like overall umbrella category as Trev's pick, as Moon Eyes, which is that dissociative, dark, just kind of like it's a vibe, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Evan Greer's record was a lyrical listen for me. It was like to follow the stories.
Yes.
Like this is a storytelling record.
Yeah.
And a relatable, nostalgic storytelling record. And then Moon Eyes and this record, Bloodlust, were like a go on a trip vibe, you know?
Yeah. Turn the lights on,
I
those
sound like
colored lights.
For somebody who smokes
Have a
weed
drink.
as infrequently and rarely as I do, I sound like a huge stoner while I'm explaining this. But that's how I felt about it. It was cinematic. It took me on a journey more sonically. And I loved it. Like I said, this month was all positive vibes. I loved everything that we had this month. So
Heck yeah.
Yeah. No, this was awesome. I had a good time with everything. And again, I needed it. It's like this is like a reset for me, I think. Like
Good.
I mean, Chris, we were talking not even 5 hours ago, and what was I saying? Like I just can't. I don't want to listen to anything. I don't want to, and I don't want to listen to like anything I already have. Jeff, I was doing the same thing. I was like listening to like 80s shit. Like the other day, I put on the radio and there was like, I don't know, it was like a 2000 tune. I turned it off and I was like, and I told my Amazon Echo to play 80s hair music. Like I was like, I want to listen to, I just want comfort music and I want to be able to just like zone out and I don't want to pay attention to anything. And not saying that like, that's a bad thing to do. Like that doesn't mean 80s hair metal is shitty or anything, but I can just turn it on and just zone out because I know it so well,
Dude, when we first brought the artist Dream Kid to the show, and I started following them on Instagram. Sometime after I started following them, I saw someone comment on one of their videos and said, synthwave makes my anxiety go away.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dream Kid responded and said, that's amazing. It's always made my anxiety go away too. That's why I like making it. And so I don't know. I don't know if there's like a binaural frequency happening in there in the synth, in a lot of those like square waves, sine waves, different synth patches and things that like tends to like stimulate a cranial nerve or something in people. But it's there's something a little bit anxiolytic, I think is the word for like a drug that like relieves anxiety in that type of that dark wavy kind of music.
Yeah.
And then, like even stuff like Homefront, which like takes that and combines it with hardcore, still somehow like makes me feel good, when I like makes me feel like chill, like kind of like better when I'm listening to it. So anyway.
Yeah, no, it's great. We let's take a break, come back and we'll wrap this thing up. This super long short episode. All right. We'll be right back. And we're back. It's time to go. I feel like we cheated, but we're still at an hour right now, so
we're fine.
Perfect.
Oh boy. Yeah. So, I don't know. All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna say my favorite pick this month was Evan Greer.
Nice.
I think mine was Moon Eyes.
Going with that too, Evan Greer.
It was Spirit Hotel.
Yeah, it was crazy.
All of them, man, all of them.
I know.
I love them all.
I know. Yeah, it was really good. It's
a great episode. Great collection of music this time around.
I don't know when we were supposed to. Oh, it's okay. I'll write that. I'll figure it out. We'll say it's right around this time. Yeah, that was It was a quick month, but it was a good month. Yeah. It helped me get back into the wanting to hear new things, different things. And I appreciate you both for bringing really good music for that,
For sure. Same.
Thanks.
So, as we wrap up this episode, we'll pick our poll. Now that Chris is back, we'll actually be able to pick music for next month. What do we got? What do we have? What are we thinking?
For me, because It's Thanksgiving month.
Oh, here we go. You're gonna say food.
Gravy.
Gravy, just gravy. All right, I like that.
That's so oddly specific.
I like that. Yeah,
that's a challenge. I mean, hey, if the listeners vote for that, that's a really unique challenge for us.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. So,
I like gravy. We're gonna yeah.
Mine is sex.
Yeah.
In honor of
in
honor of the memes out there about the military deploying into Portland, Oregon.
What does that do with sex?
There's a meme that's like there's a horniness in Portland that the military is not prepared to fight.
Hell yeah,
the hipsters fuck, and you're not gonna fuck with them. So my pick is sex.
Love it.
All right. I don't know if I can top either of those.
Sex and gravy.
Hey! I don't know if I can top either of those. Well,
so you're saying top?
Maybe you
yours?
can. Maybe you can bottom them.
How is it I say I always say the wrong thing?
I said last Monday yesterday when Chris was pounding me at 5 a.m. hammering me at 5 a.m.
I say the wrong things at the right moments.
That was the quote of the year. We're gonna have so much fun in our recap episode for the year.
Dude, gravy, sex, I feel like I gotta do something here. I don't know. I don't know. Birds. I'm going birds.
Birds. All right.
Turkey, bird.
Burbs.
Bird. Bird is the word. All right. Those are our picks. Gravy, sex, and birds. It could be any kind of bird. It doesn't have to be just the word bird. It can be,
It can be any kind of sex.
It could be.
Doesn't have to be penetrative.
What kind of gravy does it have to be, Chris?
Well, that's for the After Dark episode.
Yeah, no. Well, I'm glad we got a chance to do this. I do look forward to talking with you guys and having a laugh.
Heck yeah, man.
Especially in the fucking shitty world we're living in right now. But like I said, my life has been like new job, new hours, new everything, and it's like can I just hang on? Can I just have a weekend to do nothing? Because now I have every weekend off. So I'm like, yeah, but I'm busy. So, that's, such is life. I got to get to a show soon. Jeff, we got to go to a show soon.
Yeah.
You know of any coming up?
My brother's playing in New Hampshire on Friday. After that,
too bad we didn't plan it ahead of time. If you guys come into town this weekend, we're having this huge thing called They Fest, and it's like a ton of artists that you guys have heard before already and enjoy.
Yeah, we got to come up soon.
Cool.
We got to come up there soon.
Real soon before the weather hits, because
I know my brother. So my brother's playing Friday, and then I'm gone for like my cousin's wedding for a week, and then I'm back for a week, and then I'm gone to Fest for a week. So like October's,
and then you'll have the fest flu for about a week.
So October's pretty blitz, but we'll figure it out. We definitely
we will. Yeah.
I was thinking about like you mentioned the show we went to not too long ago.
Leather Lung
and
that was rad. That was
glowing
so much fun.
Glowing Brain.
Glowing Brain was incredible.
Yeah,
we had a great time.
Yeah, that was an awesome show. My ears were my ears were so mad at me for not bringing my earplugs.
Earplugs.
Especially like Glowing Brain had like these like just wall of fucking speakers. It was
nice. I had big stacks. They were really fun.
Yeah,
we had a great time.
So
shout out Leather Lung. Definitely.
Lots of fun. That band is a lot of fun. So, so I got to get to a show soon. Now that I'm getting there, I'm getting used to the schedule. It's gonna we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
No more nights. It's a good thing.
Crazy 2-week.
Yeah, you're like a real human.
I'm averaging like 4 hours of sleep a night though. So
you'll get back. Your brain will switch eventually.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
All right, cool.
So, all right, guys. Thanks for everyone who listens. Thanks for everybody who listens. Thanks for everybody who makes music for us to talk about on here. And thank the both of you for doing this with me.
Thanks for having us.
See you later.
See ya.